Hey guys, today we're going to make a quick video on how to make an outside the waistband minimalist style holster. And this particular holster is going to be for the Ruger Security 9. And I will post a link right up over here to the playlist with all the different videos in it on how to do this. A lot of them go a lot more in depth, step by step on all the processes to get here. And also check the description below, there'll be links to all the products used. So let's get to it. Alright, so first and foremost, check the gun, make sure it's clear. It is. Okay, and these are just some scraps I had left over off other holsters. These are approximately 4 inches by 8 inches. And they'll be fine for this because this is just going to be a little minimalist holster that's just going to cover the trigger guard basically. The barrel stick out below it and then we'll cut it down whenever we get it done. So we'll go ahead and mask the gun. And this gun's going to be pretty simple to mask. Let's take some of these little blocks. In there. We'll just keep this pretty simple. That'll be good enough for this one. Take it on here. Sit on here about how we want it to go. I'm going to go ahead and cant the gun in the Kydex. So, get my pencil. Okay. That's going to be our bottom side. Okay, we'll go ahead and get this in the oven. And get the camera switched around to that, and we'll be right back. Okay, so our Kydex is almost up to the right temperature, which is going to be right at 300 degrees or so Fahrenheit. Anywhere between 3 and 325 is where I have the best luck. So we're getting pretty close to that. So I'm going to go ahead and warm the foam up. I just run over it real quick with the heat gun and just warm it up. And I'll also warm the gun. So everything's up to temperature. And like I said in the intro, just be sure and check out that video that I put the link to. And there's a whole playlist of different videos. But it'll have all the information on all the exact stuff. It's more of a step-by-step. This is just kind of a quick overview of how I do this. So, this particular style holster. Get that. We'll put it right on our lines we marked. Right there. Okay, we'll let that sit in there and cool off for 5, 6, 7 minutes, something like that, till it gets cool. Then we'll pull it out, and then we'll do the same thing on the other side. We'll be back right there. Okay, our second piece of Kydex is just about up to temperature. So to save a few steps, I went ahead and just left this in the, or put the other piece of Kydex in the oven while this was cooling in the press, but it still keeps my press warm. So I haven't undone it yet. We'll get it undone. We're going to leave that piece of Kydex on it just like it was. That way we get it good and straight with it. See, pretty nice definition there. Pull this piece out. Get that pressed on there a little. Alright, we'll let this cool, and then we'll be back here in just a few. Okay, so I've just pulled this out of the oven. Here's what it looks like straight out of the oven. As you can see, they're not really the same size or anything. Like I said, these are just straps. But for what we're doing, that doesn't matter because I'm going to trim it all the way around anyway, so do that. But I will go ahead and kind of clamp this. Pull the gun out. Okay. Just about what we want. Now we'll just start drawing it how we want it to look. So go ahead and take these off for a minute. Get the basic shape cut out, and I will be right back. Okay, so I've got the initial sanding done. I kind of took it by the polishing wheel for just a second just to kind of smooth it over just a little and get some of the rough off. But we'll go ahead and get the gun in here. We'll get it marked for the rivets, get it riveted. And then I'll do the final sand, final polish on it, and then hand sand it to get it smooth everywhere. Get the gun in here. Yeah. You can see where this one overlaps just a little. Once we get it riveted, we'll go ahead and take the sander and get it all perfectly the same. And I round my edges. Some people like them squared. I just like them rounded. It's just a matter of personal preference either way you want to do it. But like I said, I do mine round, but it's same either way. So we'll go ahead and get it marked for rivets. I'm not doing anything adjustable on this, so it'll be pretty straightforward. Where I can hold it straight. And you can use a drill press or a hand drill. If I'm drilling several holes, I'll use the drill press, but just drilling these 4, I'm just going to use a hand drill. Just simpler. And I usually leave the gun in it while I drill it, just to make sure it doesn't move. And as I drill them, I usually go ahead and just stick a rivet through the hole. Just to make sure I keep it lined up before I drill the next one. Okay, now to get riveted together, we'll test it again, make sure everything fits good. Seems to. It seems to be good. So I'm going to take it over the sander. I'm going to go ahead and get all these edges trued up on every side. And then I'll take it to the buffing wheel and buff it and polish it, and then we'll come back and hand sand it. So. Okay, so now we got the edges about as trued up as I can get them with the sander. Take a file and get anything else if there's any. Okay, that'll be about good enough for that. I'll just take sanding block and make sure I get all the rough edges, any of the debris off anywhere. Kind of round all the edges over. Alright, that's that. I'm going to take it over, blow it out a little, and then I'll be right back. Okay, so I've got it all blown out. It's pretty good. Try our gun in it. Seems to fit real good. So now, we'll go ahead and mount our belt clips. Alright, cut. Here we go. Alright, so now that we've got it cleaned up and such, we will go ahead and mount our belt clips to it. Make sure we try our gun in again. Everything's good. And if you know for sure you're not ever going to take these off again, you can use some Loctite on them. I never have a problem with them coming loose, and I tend to change belt clips out a lot on different things for different reasons. So I don't necessarily use it that often. My actual carry holster that I made, I do use it on it, but other than that, I don't. Okay, I'll go ahead and put another screwdriver on these, snug these up, and this will be ready to go, and then we'll adjust the shape of it to fit your body. Okay, so now that I've got it all tightened up, gun back in it, I'm going to leave the retention alone. The retention feels real good the way it is, so I'm going to leave that alone on it. All I'm going to do is try to just shape it just a little where it has just a little bit of a curve in it. And I definitely do that with the gun in it. because otherwise you'll change your retention or the gun won't fit. I've had trouble with that before, so I recommend doing it with the gun in it. So we got just a little bit of a curl in it now. I'll do the other side. Go ahead and tighten up the retention just a little. Okay, that's all there is to it. Pretty simple little process. If you enjoyed this video, make sure you hit that like button. And if you're new here, consider subscribing. And like I said, there'll be links in the description below to my other videos on holster making and also to all the products used. Thanks for watching.